Mayors and genocodes, ladies and genocookies, it is about time to make things even more hard this way. It's time for the hardest way by using the Group 5 cars, even against two of them, in Hockenheimring. And it's about to do, like I say, it's gonna be taking for a very much hard than I ever expected, that I ever to do so. If today this is what absolutely gonna be using for the white or color yellow, if we're gonna be hitting all the way around to do like this way, and that day it is time to take for around for it's a little bit for understanding for afternoon session. Now let's gonna be trying to choose somewhere else. Let's using for a Group 5. We have two Group 5 cars. We have the Ferrari for this a little bit for only one thing, and another one is the Porsche 917 Kurzek as well. So it looks like it's not absolutely gonna be using in American as well. So it looks like we're gonna be using for a hard way as the German version as well. To start this first, that using for the right-handed as one vehicle that we're going to be using for the Super GT. Now in the several things as well, we're going to be finding all the way down into this one player list, in the server list as well. Let's change for a default day, and then make sure it will be going to be waiting for against 300 seconds. Looks like we're going to be timed to some kind of 100 and let's do this for a very first time. And the lap time wasn't able to get counted for a little bit against really first. Now all we have to do, we got for a 0 seconds of penalty. So let's do for it's gonna be one ourselves. Into this one, after this out lap, we're gonna be taken inside of the onboard view. If before this is not gonna be taken as necessary, it's not gonna be taken for very much usually. So if you're gonna be using for a take for out of this lap time, I made sure I'm not able to forget, we're just gonna be going all the way into its sides. It's time to make things that's gotta be a little bit impossible as well. By using Group 5 cars, it's gonna be so impossible that I never able to think about for this one. So it looks like even I'm just gonna be missing over braking for this, shall we? Now I'm never gonna be thinking for this a little bit of way. For against oversteer, we're gonna be recommended that we're gonna be using for against second gear. Now we think we just absolutely started against braking. It's going to be all the way into this only one thing. Let's use the second gear, as we're going to be never even possibly using the third gear. That should cause for a huge amount of spinouts. Now let's going to be taking all the way down. We never say. Let's cool them down. And about the tires about this straight. It looks like we're going to be using for its second gear, and the third gear will be going to be very possible as well. Not instantly, we're going to be taking around for down to second. It's not going to be taking all the way against oversteering as well. Am I going to be taking around for it's too powerful? How that too much powerful cars that can handle around to this circuit, and it looks like let's do this impossible way. That's going to be taking on to the third gear, and we just absolutely made things in 1 minute and 40. Looks like we just absolutely made for things in third gear and fourth gear as well. Looks like we're going to be using for against the yellow one as a perfect match of that color, and by using a gear 3 as well. This should be able to take for some oversteer 4.5 seconds behind. Which is absolutely taking for a fourth gear. We're going to be taking for this all of this sudden. We're going to be hitting about for this chase. Now looks like we're going to be taking for even a second gear. If this is absolutely going to be making to this close. Now looks like we're going to be turning things a little bit possible. Looks like hit the route for the third gear. And let go of the throttle as well. Looks like we're going to be head down into the second. And hit the route for the third gear. And looks like it is not for a lap guide as well. And looks like it does not going to be taking for a little bit for much. That should be able to cause for a huge amount of oversteers by using only fourth gear. If this is not even possible, 3.7 seconds behind. It is not going to be taken for a route for a third gear and using about for the fourth gear, and we're going to be taking for about for itself, or it's going to be majesty. Oh my gosh, this is absolutely taken for a little bit for only one thing as well. I think that these guys are just trying to dislike for my video. Oh my gosh, your highness. 125, absolutely 10 seconds away from the LMP1 category. So looks like this is absolutely pretty great. Now, what absolutely needed to do is jump out of the car, and we're gonna be doing this for even really next to do like it from. Our next contestant, we're gonna be taking on to the German version for the number 25, which is 1 minute and 25 seconds. To beat 1 minute and 25, this is gonna be even more harder than I ever expected. Now, looks like we're gonna be taking a little bit close, but all of a sudden, it's not gonna be taking for very much. All you have to do is gonna be using the chase cam and pausing for the anti-oversteer as well. Looks like we're gonna be taking for over down to itself. Because of this one, absolutely, to take on to the second gear without causing for an oversteer. It does not look like for an anti-oversteer. It's not going to be taking for just a little bit much. But the more we're going to be going on to the strategy, we might be absolutely taking around for the fourth gear. It looks like we're just absolutely taking for a little bit as much. I think we just absolutely made for a huge overshot. And it gets way for its second gear. Looks like we're going to be using for a second gear. So third gear we just absolutely need for this a little bit impossible. And before we're going to be regaining something, a little bit something very good is going to be going on. Even for a super lap is going to be taking for a various possible with avoidance to the copyrights, I mean avoidance to the corner cuts as well. And because of doing like it itself, we're going to be doing for a little bit of third gear. And because this is absolutely caused for the anti-understeer or oversteer, and because it's absolutely using for the anti-oversteer, I don't need to get all the way to the understeers as well. So because of this oversteer, it's going to be really best by using the Porsche 917 for the Kazakh as well. Using for this only one thing that's going to be blasted all the way through out here. So it looks like, oh no! This is not very good as well. I can't be trying anymore for this one thing. I think we just made for a huge mistake onto this first corner. So I might going to be taking around for the 100 corner. The bad news is that unfortunately this is going to be for the most hardest lap times that you should might be able to be fast as very as possible. Before this is not going to be taking for us for the fourth gear. Now it looks like I just absolutely made for a major corner cuts for this well. And because due to exactly how this is going to be worse to be, now it looks like we're going to be heading back into third and should be making it all over to its fourth gear. So it looks like we're going to be using for 150 board. We'll be taking all the way to its second gear, to the third gear, and we're going to be taking all the way up straight into the front straight. 1.4 is now going to be absolutely for 0.4 seconds of time. Looks like we just absolutely reached it up to the fifth gear. I'm not going to be pretty sure it's going to be taking a little bit slow and back into this first gear. And it looks like a little bit of throttle, gets into second, and blasted all the way to third gear. Fourth gear, start braking, and we're just absolutely trying to get all over here without going to be doing for some kind of oversteers for a pretty huge time. So it looks like we're going to be using about for a third gear. Now it's going to be hitting up to fourth gear as well. And this is not absolutely going to be taking a little bit great. What time is it? 0.4 seconds again. It's not going to be taking for very good times as well. Using about the third gear. I almost forgot about for this and one for this a little bit thing. So it looks like we're just never going to be meant to be. But this is not going to be taking a little bit worse. Now it looks like I have to take around for the inside for our last few decades around the corners in last 5 seconds. And we just absolutely made for just a little bit of mistake. 1 minute and 24.413 as well. That must be 1 minute and 24.413. And that was absolutely pretty insane, a little bit fast. 1 second than before. As how impossible is this? Absolutely. Which is a little bit for one time for just as well, and it's still shining as well for stand still. If you enjoyed for this video, that was absolutely pretty fun, impossible for just gonna get all the way straight into this one corner. But how matter hard that it is that I just cool down for the tires and get warm again for just a little bit. Make sure you leave a like and subscribe and click the bell. And if you just gotta be going to go watch Le Mans and try to do like itself to start all the way for starting onto the LMP1 content for the very first time. So thanks for watching, and about for this impossible video, and about for more impossible of lap times with this some kind of one vehicle itself. So if this is absolutely for a major mistake in about for this vehicle, I make sure that the 512M should be really faster than the Porsche 917 for just a little bit, for the keynotes as well, for the key sets as well, for just a little bit once. Because I'm sorry, this is absolutely, I'm not gonna be forgetting about this vehicle, but all of this sudden it won't be absolutely gonna be taking for a very much the same for about for this time. So if you like for enjoying about for this strategy, and that is all what I guess for this time as well. Thanks for watching, and Virtual Retribicons signing off, and I'll talk to you guys all later. Over and out. And by the way, no matter hard, that is not gonna be possible by using for Group 5 cars. If this is that is impossible as well, that should might able to use some lap times in 1 minute and 9 seconds to absolutely catching up with the LMP1 cars anymore. And because of this one reason, it wasn't absolutely to try to make things a little bit best. Now, because of this one, and it might be Ferrari 512M might be took around for this only one position. And because of this one reason, what absolutely that I never able to saw about this one. In this moment, this is absolutely going to be taking for a much more lap times, as this guy is going to be more quicker than I ever expected around for this impossible racetrack by using Group 5 cars and the special cars as well. And because Group 5 cars aren't able to use for just about things, and about for the Group 5 LM cars wasn't able to get possible, and it wasn't able to get possible to race on for there for as many hours as possible until it's only for just in 10 hours of Hockenheim. It's gonna be something a little bit great for is adding to additional to new events. So, but don't worry, we will be doing this for literally next time. And then back in Hockenheim, we're gonna be doing for something for best Group 5 lap times even more next time.